existential crisis and clearly calling out for help, all of this is suspicious. Whenever someone brings...
Yeah, he got compromised, bro. These niggas went up to him and they said, "Hey, if you ever speak open about this again, it's your fucking head." Now, me personally, I'm not too much of a huge, fan of Joe Rogan. You know what I'm saying? I particularly don't hate the fucking guy. But I do think he is a bit like, I think he's like in terms of the IQ, he probably has like the IQ of like a Neanderthal. You know what I'm saying? But apparently we got ourselves, Joe Rogan's Epstein meltdown is hard to watch. Apparently Joe Rogan, I guess, has been defending Epstein, and him and like a few other people were defending Epstein, I heard. But let's see what's going on, man.
That's a very specific illicit desire to want underage people.
Well,
how do you even find out that someone's into that?
Well, I don't think that the majority or anything close to it of the women were technically, I think it was largely
young,
very young.
Yeah.
Barely legal, so to speak, but
some 9-year-old.
Barely legal. Yeah, his version of barely legal is like 14, you fucking weirdo.
Yeah, there's even younger.
Who moved to you guys? Hold on.
I'll go to chat after this.
Hey, she was 14, guys. Can you get the right?
Oh no, this is just one example.
Dude, there's
just one.
so many.
Yeah.
Frank, dude, come on, she was 14. What is your take today? What the f is going on? Woody Allen, now you're defending Epstein?
Woody Allen's a very different story. Woody Allen's totally different.
It's weird you're dating your stepdaughter.
It's still legal.
you can very easily see
that's
someone
crazy.
getting involved in that just because girls juice deals. And Jeffrey Epstein, for the past 3 years of their lives has been the best weekend they've ever had, has made them feel alive again. It's because it's juiced by the girls, the parties, the lifestyle that Epstein allows you to have access to.
But in the public,
how does he know this?
God, the narrative is underage girls.
So if we found out that somebody we knew was,
let's be careful,
16-year-olds,
let's be careful. What? Oh, okay, I didn't know where you were going with this. I didn't.
No, I'm about to leave, dude. I can't be part of this.
When Brendan Schaub is offering the most sensible takes in the room, then
it's probably because they're in the Epstein files. That's probably fucking why, or you know what I'm saying?
Something's wrong. Ever since the latest Epstein files dropped last week, the usual suspects are playing D for the worst people. And it's no secret that Joe Rogan is compromised. He's been running cover for the elites for a couple of years now. Once Rogan's wealth and influence got their attention, he decided that having calls with the president and dinners with billionaires was worth more to him than being honest with his own audience. Joe sold out for access. He just wanted a seat at the table. And for us, that means we have to listen to him sit in his studio and...
Okay, I really fucking hate it. Oh, God, I hate them with that double barrel, bitch.
Things like underage people, and in the public eye, the narrative is underage girls. And he does it all
children
with a straight face. But it's not just Rogan that's sold out. We all saw what happened last year when some of the biggest comedians in the world bent the knee to the Saudi government and became mouthpieces for the regime. And if that wasn't bad enough, then we had to listen to them come back to America, lecturing us about how morally bankrupt and racist we are for criticizing them for cozying up to a regime who maintains power by suppressing its own people and their free speech. Bill Burr still hasn't recovered from the backlash, and I honestly don't think he ever will. And when you stop...
He's fucking stupid.
And take a step back to
these celebrities are fucking stupid.
Then you realize how far we've come from the days when comedians and podcasters were an alternative to the mainstream media. They were the ones who we trusted to speak their minds and say what everyone was thinking without the network breathing down their necks and censoring them. Fast forward to 2026 and Brendan Schaub seems to be the only one making any sense.
He didn't sell out.
Why are so many people in Hollywood and in powerful positions so into f***ing kids? What's the f wrong with them? That's what I don't understand.
I have no idea. Is it a...
Do you know any...
Why the fuck aren't we doing anything to get these people in fucking prison too?
Like, think about people, do you know anyone who's like, dude, I don't know what it is. These kids.
No.
I like to
never in your entire life have you ever met someone who's into f***ing kids?
But I'd like to believe it's very rare still. Like, I'd like to believe.
I don't
No, it's not fucking rare. You dumb fuck.
think so at that elite level. There's
It's
too
not.
much. Look
There's
at all
too-
the young kids.
That's right, things have gotten so bad now that the guy with CTE and a face full of zins is the only one asking the right questions. I mean, Joe Rogan used to have a show
Exactly. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Bro might actually gain an audience from doing that
literally
shit.
called Joe Rogan Questions Everything, which only lasted 6 episodes. Now, more than 10 years later, we have the infamous line from the Kash Patel podcast. What am I going to do? Push back? It's not just that, though. He also uses the excuse, I'm just asking questions. That way, the internet can make up their own mind. But he's not even doing that anymore. Joe barely even scratches the surface.
It's because he was like, wasn't he like pressing hard on this Epstein shit? I think, yeah, these niggas got compromised, bro. When you know too much about the elites and the Bohemian Grove shit, you know, them worshiping Moloch the owl demon, no, whatever the fuck them niggas. Yo, your God is not gonna save you. You better build those fucking bunkers. Yes, I'm talking to elites. Fuck you.
Seriously, check out this pathetic attempt from
I am not suicidal, and people do not want me dead.
Rogan to discuss the Epstein files. This is the #1 podcaster in the world who gets paid hundreds of millions of dollars every single year to interview interesting and informed guests. And his hot take on Epstein is, yeah, it's kind of crazy.
It's just crazy that statutory rape is what took it all down, right?
What?
Because it's underage jobs, right? That's what took it all down.
Statutory? What?
Yeah, I mean, it seems to be what took Jeffrey Epstein down.
Kind of crazy.
What the fuck is you talking about?
Even that has a really interesting geopolitical history. There was a similar scandal in the early
Okay, Jeffrey Epstein was a Mossad agent for fucking Israel.
2000s with a private military contractor called
He was sent out to like blackmail like billionaires and powerful people.
DynCorp. They got in trouble basically trafficking underage kids to Middle Eastern sheikhs. And I believe the reason that was alleged by Congress that they did that was to juice the deals with them. Need the support of the local high-level officials. They need to be happy. And there's several currencies for that. There's financial payoffs, and there's other things they might like parties and young women. Especially
Children.
in places.
Children. You meant to say children. Just say children, bro. Young women, bro. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Just say it.
With
Say
a
it.
very young female is not illegal. And so I would not be surprised if the Epstein
Shut the fuck up, bro.
trafficking apparatus started with similar motivations. Not that it's not necessarily for blackmail, but because it makes clients or customers or VIP people happy. If you're a 70-year-old billionaire, you can't walk into a bar and leave aside the underage thing. You can't walk into a bar, and meet an 18-year-old who's, I presume, these things are facilitated at private parties.
I mean, there were children. I mean, a lot of them were fucking children, right? Like 7-year-olds, 10-year-olds, 12-year-olds. Come on, bro.
It needs to, for a lot of these guys, it has to be discreet. They've got wives, they've got reputations. I worked at a New York law firm, and there's ways that you can make partner. At least this was kind of the vibe that I felt like. Some people make partner because they're really good technically at what they do. There's some people who make partner because they know they brought in one client who's just a really big rainmaker. And there's some people who move up because they open doors to partners while they're associates. They introduce them to someone, and the partners just like being around that person because they get access to that person in a currency that they can't get on their own. And that includes
so they can't get pussy.
hosting, cool, exotic.
Is that what you mean? They just can't get pussy, so they gotta force it to happen. Fucking weirdos.
Parties, having, attractive women.
Every time this guy says juice and deals in the same sentence, I physically cringe. The mental gymnastics from Mike Benz to distract from what's really going on is crazy. We're in the middle of one of the biggest political cover-ups in history, with millions of documents detailing some of the most heinous crimes imaginable, and Rogan invites a former State Department hack on the show to lay it all out for us.
I don't know who this guy is.
This guy's sitting there saying shit like cool exotic parties with attractive women who are used
children
as a currency to keep them happy so they can juice the deals. And Slow Joe's sitting there squinting his eyes while nodding his oversized shiny head. Could this seriously get any worse? The guy who built an empire off the back of being this free-thinking spirit who is beholden to
he got compromised, bro.
nobody is now clearly afraid to ask any questions that could implicate
I mean, these people have so much power. They can threaten people to not talk about that shit, bro.
his billionaire buddies. Just take a look at how he decides to wrap up the episode with Greg Fitzsimmons as soon as Jamie pulls up an article about Peter Thiel's Palantir.
Oh my fucking
Palantir
god,
app
bro.
ICE uses to find neighborhoods to raid. Yeah, so it is Palantir at least for that.
Yeah, the
Nuts.
article he had, it was blocked by a paywall. I was trying to get around.
Nuts.
Joe
All right,
Rogan
Gregory.
experience can't afford to pay for. Is
we
this
don't.
it? We're wrapping it up?
Let's wrap this bitch
No.
up. It's 4 o'clock.
Can I name some dates?
Fuck yeah.
If it was just a one-off, then I wouldn't have
Okay.
noticed. But after that episode with Theo Von, where Rogan was gaslighting Theo and trying to convince him that he was overthinking things, while Theo was clearly having an existential crisis and clearly calling out for help, all of this is suspicious. Whenever someone brings
Yeah, he got compromised, bro. These niggas went up to him and they said, "Hey, if you ever speak open about this again, it's your fucking head."
brings up Palantir or Peter Thiel, Joe will quickly change the subject or move things along. It's now clearer than ever whose side he's on. And that extends to the Epstein
But them files are gonna get released fully unredacted, bro. It's gonna fucking happen. The videos are gonna come out anyways, bro. You know what I mean? Sooner or later, it will happen. It's inevitable. They're just stalling for time. That's what they're doing. You know what I mean? It's not gonna fucking work.
files. If
You're
you
not
thought
gonna
the
cover this
mental
up.
Gymnastics in that previous clip was bad. Wait until you see these clowns trying to convince themselves that trafficking is just part of doing business, as long as it's not kids.
That's a very specific illicit desire
But it is kids, though.
to want underage people.
Well,
It's a very. How do you even find out that someone's into that?
Well, I don't think that the majority or anything close to it of the women were, barely legal, so to speak. But and I know that there were cases of underage, but I think
Most of it was just
most of it was
girls.
just very, very young, but not like
20-year-old
not like
girls.
13.
Okay, so he's in the Epstein files, obviously. He has to be in the Epstein files. Why are you trying, how do you know all this? How do you just, you know what I mean? We know they're children. You're hiding the fact that it's children. You're obviously in the Epstein files. These people, these billionaires and politicians that got compromised by Israel because of this whole Jeffrey Epstein shit, all of you are fucking retarded, bro. You think you can buy up all the social media platforms, censor shit, no, go fuck yourself, bro.
18-year-old
type thing. Many of the
I'm sick of
clients
this
are,
shit, bro.
in countries that don't necessarily have the same norms about
We just need to rebuild a whole new country from scratch, bro. We just need to let the shit crash and burn, bro. But it's never gonna happen unless we don't get the Epstein files out.
that we do. You can very easily see someone getting involved in that just because girls juice deals. I do think that girls juice deals, and the fact that he had the coolest parties on a private island with the hottest girls is
Also
something
brought
that
in
makes
a lot of intellectuals, stimulating conversation.
What was that guy gonna say? What was he gonna say? Oh, it's gonna make people jealous that they went on all these parties. Nigga, shut the fuck up.
Scientists, all these very interesting people. So that was part of the thing, right?
try hosting a cool party as a guy with a bad ratio, so to speak.
Sausage
or
party.
With a sausage party, you become an important person to know in the network because basically every male has a desire for attractive women, not saying underage, obviously, but that is like a universal biological desire for men to want to be around attractive women.
And what did they do for gay guys?
I have no idea. Again,
the whole point is he's throwing these very attractive, cool parties to get all these people together.
But that's what
To blackmail him.
juices deals.
Right.
I swear, if this guy says girls juice deals one more time, I'm going to throw up. It's like he was given a list of approved words to repeat on this episode. And the
Oh,
thing
yeah,
is,
for
I
sure.
cut this down
They
into
gave this nigga a script.
shorter clips for you guys. In the full episode, he rambles on and on for ages about these cool parties and using the hottest girls as a currency. While I was sitting here editing this video, I stopped and thought to myself, what is he trying to achieve by saying all of this shit? Like, it's such a weird hill to die on. Imagine
Yeah, bro. He's in the Epstein files. Guy's a fucking weirdo.
hosting cool
This
parties
is-
with no chicks. Bro, we're talking
What?
about a trafficking ring involving
Yeah,
children.
Yeah,
They're
this guy was definitely in the fucking. There's no
not
fucking way.
cool parties,
There's no way.
They're fucking crime scenes.
Yeah, they're
Trying
fucking
to
eating
normalize
babies
this whole
and
thing is
shit.
such a wild thing to do. And you can tell by how awkwardly he's sitting there spewing out all this bullshit that he doesn't even believe it himself. He
No.
looks super nervous and anxious as he recites these.
It's because he's in the files. These people, they know that they're covering it up. They're trying to cover it up. They're all predators, and they're all fucking, retarded.
Talking points. Bro looks like he's being held hostage. It became so obvious the more he went on that he clearly had an agenda. Listen to him explain how it had nothing to do with blackmail, and it was just a way for Epstein to help powerful men get deals done that people had previously turned down.
Jeffrey Epstein asked them to do it. And Jeffrey Epstein, for the past 3 years of their lives has been the best weekend they've ever had. Has made them feel alive again in their, mid-50s or 60s. I'm afraid
By drinking baby's blood. That's right.
that if I say no to Jeffrey Epstein on this deal, I'm not going to get an invite to the next party. I'm not going to be able to get laid again with a girl that women I find attractive or that, yada, yada. And Epstein hooks those up. It's because it's juiced by the girls, the parties, the lifestyle that Epstein allows you to have access to.
But in the public eye, the narrative is underage girls. And this is the thing that makes it so disgusting. When people talk about it, everyone says kids on the island. This is the big conspiracy about it. And this is the reason why people are so outraged about it.
My concern with the runaway train on that, it's a massive manhunt for something that it may be true. To me, it's a needle in the haystack. It might be true. Good luck looking for it. When I think about it logically, with the role that Epstein played between BCCI,
Okay. Like, just tell us you're a fucking FBI or CIA, without saying it. Trying to fucking cover up this shit, bro. Stop it, bro. No, bro. Release the Epstein files. I don't care. All of it. Videos too. I don't audio, all that. Release everything. Over here just randomly deleting shit, putting it back up. Bro, no, just they're stalling. They're fucking stalling.
Iran-Contra, Latin American politics, African politics, Asian politics, major world foundations. It would seem
Oh my gosh, bro.
ludicrous to me that Epstein doesn't mean it's impossible, but logistically, if Epstein ever directly threatened someone,
He for sure did.
proactively and
He for sure did.
really do someone in like that,
Yeah, he
and
did.
word gets around that happens,
Yeah.
everything he built goes. The whole Rolodex finds out, and then even if that rumor isn't,
It's not a rumor. It's real.
even if he didn't, if that rumor existed, people aren't going to want to go to the parties because now that's not like an unfettered.
But they did, though. But they
Big
did
time.
go.
That is like, oh, he did this to this guy I know.
Calling it a needle in a haystack tells you
Bro.
everything you need to know
Yeah.
about this guy. It's just a bunch of dudes having a good time with young underage people of age who are barely legal women,
Eating
just having a good time and
eating babies, you know, try and clone them. These niggas are freaked the
helping to
fuck out.
juice deals and
He looks like he's about to
keep them
cry.
happy
Look at his
at
pussy
some
ass
cool
face.
exotic party. You know, just a bunch of old dudes blowing off some steam.
Yeah,
and if there
man.
were some kids there, oh well, good luck proving it. It's a needle in a haystack, right? I mean, it's not like we have millions of pages of evidence that proves exactly that.
I bet you he's in the fucking files, bro.
My thing about all
I
this
bet
is
you.
like, oh wait, this dude was a good at helping you cheat on your taxes, whatever. He had something about that. Second of all, he probably went, oh, wait, nerds want to get laid and they cheat on their wives, no matter how rich and powerful.
Oh
they
my
are.
god, I hate these motherfuckers no more. What is this guy's
There's
name?
a plane and a island.
Yeah,
so
but what about all the young
overall,
kids?
it sounds like he was he was a pimp to nerds.
What about the young kid though?
He had a penchant for like 14, 15,
And
16
so did some other very famous.
Well, there's a lot of emails. Like, there's
We
emails
don't
saying
know yet.
Bro, our whole government is compromised. Like, that's just what it is,
really
bro.
enjoyed that the
Yeah.
9-year-old, was it 9-year-old
Nice.
Brazilian?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there's
Wait,
and
what?
massages on kids and shit.
Wait,
Yeah.
where'd that
They
come
said
in?
really
It's in the fucking files, dumbass. Where did that come from? No, please.
enjoyed the young ones
Who
today.
said
No. Who
There's-
said
It's all
that?
in the files.
There's some 9-year-olds in there.
Yeah,
too.
there's even younger.
Who moved to you guys? Hold on.
Oh, he's in denial. Looking at him. Nah, he knows it's in the files, bro. He's just acting fucking stupid.
Chat after this.
Hey, she was 14, guys. Can you get the right?
Oh no, this is just
No,
one
that's
example.
dude.
This
There's
is just one.
so many.
Yeah.
Brian
And
goes,
I
dude,
mean-
come on, she was 14.
I know.
What is your take today? What the is going on? Woody
Nah, he's in the files, bro.
Allen, and now you're defending Epstein?
Woody
He's
Allen's
in
very
the
different
files,
story.
bro.
Woody Allen's
Well,
totally different
it's
story.
weird. You're dating your stepdaughter.
It's still legal.
Let's just pause for a
Yeah.
minute and
It's still legal.
appreciate exactly what's going on here in the latest episode of The Fighter and the Kid. We've got Brian Callen, a 60-year-old washed-up comedian with allegations leveled against him by multiple women going back over 20 years, sitting on a podcast that nobody watches, identifying with Epstein and his buddies.
Okay.
So this is Brian's hot take on the Epstein situation that he has everyone calling him out on. Yeah, maybe there were some kids involved. That sucks, but for the most part, it sounded like just a bunch of middle-aged rich guys hanging out with kids. Hang on, what? This is one of those times where
Yeah,
someone's
it's
literally
like-
telling you who they are, and all you've got to do is believe them. Since when were 16 and 17-year-old girls not classified as kids? Brian's
Yeah, these motherfuckers, they freaked the fuck
like,
out.
yeah, but this kind
What
of stuff
the
has always
fuck?
been going on. So what's the big deal?
One time I get it. One time they'd probably get me.
But when you go back,
When you're when like Bill Gates and Bill Clinton, when you're there 20 times, like but
But here, hey, hey,
buddy.
hey, can I give you
But
a?
buddy.
Can I give you a just?
there's a hefty amount of people who are trying to hang out with them. Post.
Yeah, my question is: back then, is it possible they didn't know that he had been?
That's what Elon Musk is trying to say.
Yeah.
What else would they say?
But what would you say?
we're just-
fucking knew. Whoop, you got me.
But my
don't think any
problem
of
with this
them-
whole argument is you're talking about some of the most powerful, smart people.
Elon Musk over here begging to go to fucking Epstein Island on Christmas morning, bro.
world.
Like,
You
go
think
feed
they're
your
that
fucking
naive?
kids.
They all go to this island, just nobody knew.
Oh, I think
just
that- I think
everyone's
none
like,
of them.
what's this?
Oh, I think none of them would be.
Oh
dumb.
God, even. Oh nah, bruh. Even. Oh nah, even Chat GPT on your fucking ass, bruh.
I'm enough to be with a.
Dude, you know what happened
So
at
watch
the-
this. If you're Bill Gates, the highest profile person, Bill Clinton,
He was with.
and you know that a guy who did time as a has a party, would you go anywhere near that motherfucker?
I think Bill Clinton would.
That guy would.
Talking about the guy gets
Rip-
sucked in the
Andrew.
Oval Office. You think the guy has morals? You think that
I don't
guy's
think,
looking
I
into
don't
it?
think he has morals. I'm saying.
I don't think he
I'm
gives
saying
a
from
flying.
purely
And there's no social media.
From a
Dude,
purely
you know now
self-preservation
from-
He would
point.
go.
That's another good point. There wasn't social media like that back then. Now that there's social media, everything gets quickly exposed and it's like GG's. It doesn't even matter. I mean, the government can cover it up, but once it's on the internet, it's over, dude. You can't show files and then randomly delete them and then do this and then go back and then do this and then go back. Like, it's still up there. People are going to save it. It's on the internet. You can't delete stuff that's on the internet. You fucked up, bro. And y'all need to just release that shit. And they will, but they're gonna wait. They're gonna wait a little while until tensions really start fucking rising. You know what I mean? Like,
All right, I'm going to let Brian Callen, Joe Rogan, and Mike Benz in on a little secret. It's not that they didn't know about what was going on at the island and at Palm Beach and in New York. It's not that they didn't know. It's because they knew what was going on. That's why they kept on going back for more. I can't
Yeah.
believe these guys are sitting there and acting all confused as to why all these elites would want to hang out with Jeffrey Epstein after he got busted.
yeah, oh well, he did their taxes. No, well, like no, nigga. And even still, why the fuck aren't billionaires paying taxes?
Back in 2008 and was registered as an offender. That is precisely why they hung out with him. They liked it and they wanted more, so they kept going back. It wasn't about cool, exotic parties with the hottest women. It was about Epstein enabling them to do all the dirty shit they were too afraid to organize for themselves. But Brian really takes it to a whole new level here. See, Rogan is clearly compromised and running
Yeah.
D for his buddies. He's the #1 podcast in the world. He's got a massive reach and influence.
Oh
He's got to
my
make sure he
God,
doesn't
bro.
ask too many of the right questions to embarrass them. Brian Callen doesn't have any of those problems. He's just a creepy dumbass who has strong opinions about things he knows almost nothing about. Seriously, listen to how uninformed he is about the whole situation after ranting for an hour about it like he's some sort of expert.
This is my problem with all this shit. Like, this is my problem with everything. There's a 3 million page dump. I don't know what the was some crazy person
It's meant
saying
to
something.
be. It's meant to be that way. It's meant to be that way.
I mean,
Just throwing shit.
I don't know where to look.
Yeah, so this is what they want. So it's like these smoke screens, right?
Right.
They want all
They're
this.
dirty.
that's how I
So
feel.
then the public goes, I don't know what the fuck.
I've
it
asked
is."
so many
And
people.
Trump goes, right?
Yeah.
I told you there's nothing there. Like,
They're stalling.
Where do we start?
They're
Well, Cash
stalling.
Patel with his f***ing bug eyes, lying under oath, saying that there's nothing in there about underage kids.
Oh yeah, he needs to get fired. But you know,
Is crazy.
I don't know what's up with that. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, my
But I
guess
think
is-
all of it's to cause confusion. So then eventually the public goes, all right.
who cares? Yep, this is what
There's
they
some
want.
people that this is their jam. They will go through it.
CoffeeZilla's been doing.
It'll come out
like
months later. But they
exposés.
will-
But here's the thing, though. It's not working because everybody knows now. Everybody is aware of what's happening. Everybody has woken up. Everybody knows who Donald Trump is. That's why you hear people yelling at him, calling a pedophile. They be bullying all these people, bullying all these politicians. Like, it's over, dude. Like, and if they don't concede, things will get worse.
Go through
What's like the top?
He's good. We
Things-
need to get him on. I want to hear his take on this. What's he saying about it?
Well, he had a whole 20-minute long video about all the actual things that are verified. He's great at independent
Yeah,
journalism.
he's really good.
CoffeeZilla lives really close to us.
Does he?
Want to hit him
get
up?
him on,
San
man.
Antonio's close.
Yeah. Let's get him on.
That guy
I wanna hear
knows.
him.
That guy knows his shit.
Yeah.
Coffee's a real name, Stephen Fees. Oh,
I want to hear what he has to say about this.
um,
And my dad, watching Fox News all day, hears nothing
No,
about this
he
shit.
just goes YouTube B though. That's how he makes a living. He
Yeah.
has like 20 million views on this.
That pause right there is poetic. 2 days ago, CoffeeZilla posted a 37-minute
oh yeah, bro. And then people say, "Oh, nobody cares about Epstein. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to do anything about it. Everybody cares about it, bro. It's the most craziest shit. It's exposing the secrets of this world, and people are gonna get curious, bro. Like,
video detailing some of the worst allegations from the files, which now has 4.5 million views. 5 days ago, he had a 16-minute video that has over 6 million views. And Brian Callen sitting there saying, I'd love to hear what he thinks about all of this. We should get him on the show. Why in the fuck would CoffeeZilla go on The Fighter and the Kid a show that gets 30 to 40,000 views to go over the same things he just explained in his own videos that have over 10 million views.
I don't know. That nigga retarded, bro.
That is peak delusion right there. And it tells you everything you need to know about how much effort Brian Callen puts into his hot takes. Meanwhile, Brendan Schaub and that other guy, whoever he is, are sitting there trying to explain to Callen that he can just go over and watch CoffeeZilla's videos on YouTube.
Okay.
This is what really
Hey, at least they're honest. You know what I'm saying, right?
frustrates
Like,
me about this.
they're
Guys
not
like
bullshitting
Rogan and
it.
Callen do zero research and jump on their podcast to offer their views on a situation they know almost nothing about. And Rogan could have easily gotten CoffeeZilla on JRE this week to go through all the details, but instead we get Mike Benz telling us he hasn't seen any evidence that there were children involved. These guys are openly defending the worst kind of people. They're
Yeah.
making it out as if they've got it all figured
I wonder if like is Joe Rogan like losing views, bro? There's no way he's still getting like millions of views and like people are still watching him.
out, and anyone who's asking questions is being unreasonable and overly skeptical. You know, borderline conspiracy theory territory. And these guys are
And they're the king of that conspiracy shit. And that's what Joe Rogan is obsessed with.
supposedly the funniest comedians alive. We've got comedians telling us now that Epstein was really just more of the same. Nothing new here. It doesn't affect you anyway, so just carry on. The moment the conversation gets anywhere near their own social class, the billionaires and elites, suddenly everything turns foggy. And it's
Okay.
all just so casual. Rogan is happy to spend 3 hours passionately dissecting cancel culture or some cultural war bullshit, but when it
That was created by Epstein and Steve Bannon and all them.
comes to the most documented trafficking scandal in modern history, he simply thinks it's crazy and nuts. This is where it all clicks for me, because once you notice this pattern, you cannot unsee it. Every
What?
single time the conversation drifts towards people with real money and real power and real
They move
influence,
away.
the energy completely dies. Rogan's curiosity disappears. Suddenly it's all, I don't know, man, it's complicated. There's a lot of noise. We don't have all the facts. And then on his
No, they're gonna release the full unredacted shit, and you better not fold Rogan.
next podcast, he'll tell Jamie to pull up a fake
big head
fake
fuck.
video and try to convince all of us that it's real. And if it's not real, you know, it could be real, right? It's almost like they think Epstein is a thought experiment, like he's some sort of metaphor instead of a trafficker. And when Brendan Schaub is offering the most coherent position in the room, something has gone seriously wrong. If Schaub is the smartest guy in the room, then basically that room is empty. Anyway,
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit
I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, seeing these people just sell out to some fucking baby eating motherfuckers, but it's not gonna work, you guys. It's really not gonna work. You know what I mean? These people, I feel like the numbers that they get on their videos are over exaggerated. I'm talking about Joe Rogan. Like, I don't really feel like niggas really care about Joe Rogan as much as people do. Like, you know what I mean? But I don't know, man. But what do y'all think about the situation, man? I hope you have a good breakfast, a good dinner, a good night, man. I love y'all, man. Peace.